Howdly doodly, neighborinos. We're going to be reviewing some music. Soul Strings has hooked me up with like 6 different songs, so we're gonna look at all of them, So I don't know how long this is gonna go. I want to get to all of them today, so we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna do what we can and try to get through all of them. Okay. So, first and foremost, we have Stoney Blues stand-up from, let's see here, Mean House Music or something like that. That's what we're going to take a look at. Okay. Time to headphone that shit up. Let's see what we got going on. Okie dokie. It was so perfect all the way up until the vocals came in that the very oversaturated with reverb for sure. Let's keep going. I cannot understand a single word. It is so oversaturated with reverb. It's unbelievable. But the composition is really strong and the riffs are really cool. It's weird to me that during that guitar solo, the bass guitar dropped out, or just the whole ass end dropped off of the whole mix. But overall, I mean, this is really, really good though. Advice singing through hills, put your hands and bring it on. Hello. Back interest all day long. You don't need help from anyone. Oh, making your days, your photo hurts go. The guitar tone is really, really good. And the way that it's all mixed in is really good. It's all shelved pretty clearly. And then the vocals, just, I'm super upset with the quality of these vocals. Now, his delivery and performance is good. It's just that the mix is very, very, like I said, oversaturated. And that's pretty cool that he's got multiple tracks going on with different harmonies and shit. That's pretty neat. The drums are just about perfect though. The bass drum is very, very punchy, and then you can snare drum just cuts through the mix really, really well. And then the all of the cymbals are just like ever so slightly behind the mix, so you can hear all of them, but they're not overwhelming, so you don't get this shh type of shit going on. It's it's really good. Okay, all of my criticisms about this entire song, I'm retracting them now. Like this shit is so fucking wonderful. I'm adding this to my best of the best. Like that post-hardcore breakdown and all that shit is just, oh my god, that was so amazing. Like I just don't, wow, that was really good, amazing, for sure. Holy shit. I'm just now detecting that there's like the what's it called, the lead guitar, that shit in the background is still going, and it hides perfectly, but it complements everything so well. And it's good. This is really good. We got some time left. What's going to happen? Oh, well, that ended suddenly. But yeah, that was cute. That little ending thing was cute. Holy shit. I'm going to have to go back to that breakdown. Jesus Christ. doing, and it's expanding on the previous riffs we've heard before, so it's very progressive. It keeps the ear interested. And then fucking dive bomb.
Just don't give up.
That fucking lead going in the background. Oh, dude, it's so good. That is, oh man, that's perfect for sure. Not the greatest amount of like technical skill on that one, but it's still good. Whenever you get into the tapping or that it's not the best I've ever heard, but it's still just, it just works. This is so freaking good. Okay, yeah, this is great. This is fucking wonderful. I think this song might be perfect. This could be a song I could listen to again and again and again for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to subscribe and ring the bell and all that shit, because that was amazing. That shit is incredible. Definitely 5 out of 5 glues, 100%. I'm absolutely blown away. It starts out kind of and then it just gets stronger and stronger, and then just absolutely floors me with that fucking breakdown. And the whole it's just great. There's nothing wrong with this song. If anybody doesn't like this song for any reason, you're just wrong. Man, this shit's good. I have my notifications turned on my phone, so I'm going to silence that shit. Okay. All right, the next one up, I think it was an Applejack song, That's Why Wacky Ending. What? I'm confused as to how this could be. Why would you use... whatever. Okay. No, I think the wacky ending is good. I think he took a chance. He took a chance with this, it's kind of like a little bit of a creative choice, and I just think it works. Oh, it's so good for sure. All right. Anyway. Okay, the next one we're going to be doing is called Rose Colored Glasses by DWK. I'm pretty sure I've heard of DWK before, so let's check this out.
You've got to give it all you've got. You've got to give it all you've got. You've got to give it all you've got. You've got to give it all. Something that I want, this is something that I need. This is something deep inside of me that causes me to bleed now. There's music all around, baby, get him on the dance floor, watch him work it out. You say I got no talent, writing dots, you call them notes. I will make it up with passion, sound ain't written, but it's rodeo. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing this? You're stuck in your ways and afraid to say that you are fearing this. And I don't even care what they call me. Final scratch, DJ Pone 3, I'm still the one and only. Only heaven knows, but in return you will know me. And if there's somebody out there who loves me, then you've got to show me. Every day's another scrap, another struggle in this battle, and the fight can be remembered when I'm gone. But when I wanna see this world through rose-colored glasses, all I gotta do is put them on. Yo, this is the story of the world's greatest DJ, who'd rather she had nothing if she couldn't have it her way. The last true musician in a world full of cynicism. If you get to listen, you can hear her bring it down. This is the story of the world's greatest DJ. She'd rather die than mean nothing and fade away. The last true musician in a world full of cynicism. If you get to listen, you can hear her bring the sound. My veins are pumping record charts.
I mean, okay, the rapping shit is pretty cool, and whatever. This intro is garbage. I didn't like any of that. But then once it gets into the first verse,
Loves me, then you've got to
I mean, this is neat. This is good. I like this. And then this chorus, it just kind of has a distorted sound in the background. I don't even know if that's guitars or what's going on with this.
This is the story of the world's greatest DJ. She'd rather die.
Now, Chad is freaking out. I guess you really like this. I say freaking out. By the way, really quick, if you curse or use certain words, and I'm not sure which words they are, but if you curse, then they don't show up on stream. I don't really know why. I can see the messages, but they don't show up on the screen. So, yeah, it's okay so far. Let's keep going.
Nothing to fade away. The last true musician in a world full of cynicism. If you can't listen, you can hear to bring the sound. My veins are pumping record charts, and it burns. The only way to get it out is when the table turns a knot. Flip the beat around, open up wide, bring it back, bring it back. Everybody get inside now. Liberated by every single breath, cause at best I face success, and the worst I face is death. And make no mistake, I would die for this music. I got the sound in my blood, and I'll lose my mind if I don't use it. And it's all a blur of red and blue. The lights, the stage, and 10 could be 1,000. It could almost be true. And I wonder if it's vanity, insanity, but it cannot be that everyone who's dreamed this.
I just don't like this mix at all. It's the vocals are extremely loud, and then you just kind of hear a sort of an instrumental in the background.
Dream is lost to the books of history. Every day I'm getting older, getting better, getting closer to the right to be remembered when I'm gone. But they love this song, so this can't be wrong. No, rose-colored glasses, baby, watch me put them on. Yo, this is the story of the world's greatest DJ, who'd rather she had nothing if she couldn't have it her way. The last true musician in a world full of cynicism. If you get to listen, you can hear her bring it down. This is the story of the world's greatest DJ. She'd rather die than mean nothing and fade away. The last true musician in a world full of cynicism. If you can't listen, you can hear to bring the.
Yeah, he mainly does sarcastic music skits. I don't think his main thing is webs. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm not saying like, I mean, it's neat. I think it's cool because it's like multi-layered and there's a lot going on in the actual song. It's a pretty cool composition. I just think the mix is garbage.
Give it all you've got. You've got to give it all you've got. You've got to give it all. And I will give them everything and bring it down.
His hip hop and TLR is god tier comedy, though. You'll have to submit one of those one of these days, and I'll check it out.
Because it's all I need. When I see that love in their eyes. And you could rip my heart out, you could break me, you could beat me to the ground. I will still have the sound, and this crowd still jumping. Let me tell you something, if the speed keeps bumping, my blood will keep on pumping. This is the story of the world's greatest DJ, who'd rather she had nothing if she couldn't have it her way. The last true musician in a world full of cynicism. If you get to listen, you can hear her bring it down. This is the story of the world's greatest DJ. She'd rather die than mean nothing and fade away. The last true musician in a world full of cynicism. If you can't listen, you can hear her bring the sound.
Yeah, I am not a fan of just like random scratching in the background. I don't know. Maybe that's just, it's my personal bias against scratching in general. But that, it's just. Ugh. Okay, I think lyrically it's pretty cool. I think it's great lyrically, and I think that the composition is really strong. There's a lot of layers going on that are pretty interesting. Just the whole intro is very discordant, and I'm not really a fan of that. And then the outro is the same way, and then it just, I don't know. And I did not like the mix at all. Yeah, this isn't going to be one of my favorite songs, but I'm glad that y'all like it though. So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. I'll have to probably check it out again, but when I cut this for a segment, I'll rate it then. Anyway, we're gonna move on to a Ponies at Dawn song, Idyllia, Mare Cognitum. Same, I don't like this one as much. I'll submit the goods. Yes, please do. That would be really great. Okay, so I'm going to go to standby screen really quick. My kid wants to go outside, so I have to make sure that he has his shoes on before he goes and plays. So I'll be gone for like 15 seconds. Okay, we're back. This kid has a habit of going outside without his shoes on and letting the cat out and all that crap and leaving his videos playing. Yeah. Anyway, so the next one we're going to cover is Idyllia, Mare Cognitum featuring Velvet R Wings. So Velvet R Wings is one of my favorites, so we're going to definitely get into this one, and I'm sure that it's going to be great. Let's do it. Let's do it. womanly voice. Yes, I absolutely agree. I'm just enjoying it so far. Wow. We're already over 2 minutes into this, and I'm just enthralled. This is great. I'm going to be honest. I don't listen to a whole lot of symphonic metal, but this strikes me as a more symphonic type of mix where the drums are taking a way far back seat. They're, in my opinion, they're doing too much. They're like really crazy back there, like like really fucking going wild back there, but they're mixed in such a way that they're not overpowering the mix. And so the vocals and the guitars and all of the symphony part, that part is very up front for everyone to hear. I like this so far. Man, that intro is really strong. Over a minute of building and just adding until we have this very complicated composure. It's really great. I really like how it's so heavy, yet at the same time, it's just chill. It's like very relaxing, yet very punchy. I'm having a conflict here. That was great. That was really good. This intro was really strong. It was like, a full minute of just building and building, and then it just ends. And then we have like silence as the vocals are added to it, and it's just a great composition all the way around. This shit is fucking great. And then I love this part, this whatever. Yeah, this shit is fucking great. Yeah, this is good. I like it. I don't have much to say other than that. There's a couple of I don't know, maybe it's like I said, I don't have a whole lot of experience with symphonic metal, so I wouldn't know like where to begin on maybe it's genre choices, it's certain things that you make choices on for just like how it works with the genre. I can definitely see that, like the way that the drums were mixed and all of that. But yeah, I liked it. That was good. I think it was, it was all right. Alrighty. Next. Alright, we're going to be talking about SDreamExplorerS. Adziny / I don't... Man. Alright. We're going to be checking out this song. My bad. So we go. This is what I like about Soul Strings, is that Soul Strings has these really thrashy, very heavy intros, and then we get into these non-traditionally metal instruments that I just love. That they just fit so well in the composition. It's fucking wonderful. Hey, 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 hey! I love it. I love it. It's so good. I just love this. It's because it's like, it feels like it should be very traditional, right? Like it sounds like some kind of traditional folk music, but it's also like heavy fucking metal. And I love that, whatever you call that, not crossfade, you know, whatever. Crossover. I understood that part. I got that. И почнется молиться, и месяца промень бело-среброю границей от моря до рая, от болота и до леса, от привидов нас ночит Hold on. There was a lot going on there. We've got the lead, whatever instrument that is, and then we have the guitars in the background just genting out, and then we've got the drums are just great, and then we have, it sounds like some subtle vocals in the background just punctuating everything. Mandolin plus mouth harp plus backing silly choirs or whatever over a breakdown of sorts. It's great, whatever it is. I love how progressive this is, how it's kind of just evolving as we go. And then I'm not a huge fan of the vocals. The vocals are pretty just kind of the same thing throughout the whole song. I haven't really heard any like highs or lows or anything. It's just very ghoul-like. But I mean, it's really good though. I really like it. I'm glad that was captioned, or I wouldn't have known that was a long, emotional scream.
И стратить тело, але я пойду далей. Ты ж гэтага хотела. Луна выйдзе сцеравшы ночь, а день Целестию, але я пойду далей. Ты знайду Эквеструю.
Я снова встретнет мрак, и почему навалится серый месяц сохранить белоцветную крыницей. И снова возникнет мрак, и покинуть небо хмары, сяет солнечный фламинг, развеселковые Мare от моря. Полотна и до леса, от приведенных ножей будут все наши принцессы. От моря до горы, от полотна и до леса, от почвару ясный день будут все наши принцессы.
Yes, that was good. I like the dive bomb outro. That was really good. And then we've got, that was really good. And we went back to the breakdown for the, yes, I liked it a lot. I guess the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the vocals. I don't think that but then again, that is, I think, a genre choice. I think that's just, it's something that I hear a lot. I want to say it's like a Dimmu-Borgir or like a Cradle of Filth type of sound to it, where it's just like the, but no, the instruments are very, very good. A lot of really interesting choices for, I think that putting violins and shit like that, especially non what's it called, non-distorted violins, is really good. There's like shit like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Whenever they use violins, they put a distortion pedal on that shit, and it sounds just like a crazy guitar. It doesn't sound anything, I don't know. I just have never been a fan of it. So to make it work without any kind of distortion, you just kind of have the, where is it? This is why I love lyric videos, by the way. I can just search through and find the shit I'm talking about. But this, it's just great. It's wonderful. That is definitely what we're looking for. Yeah, vocals is my weak spot pretty much. Like, aside from matter of taste thing, it is my weak spot. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I think that, you know, from the vocals that I hear that are like that, I would say that it's really not all that bad. All right, hang on one second.
Стратить можешь ты свой зрок, стратить слых и стратить тело. Але я пойду далей. Ты ж гэтага хотела. Луна выйдзе сцерагчы ноч, а дзень Целесты. Але я пойду далей. И знайду Миквеструю.
Я снова вспыхнет мрак, и по счастью навалится серый месяц сохранит. Бело-светлою крыницей, и снова вспыхнет мрак, и покинуть небо хмары, сяет солнечный промень. Просто шелковые Mare от моря.
Anyway, that's good. I like it a lot. I think that if you, I don't know, even if it's just a genre's choice, I think it's still pretty strong, because it's not like anything I haven't heard before. It's not like it's bad, you know. Let's see here. To be fair, I'll take any decent vocals with this instrumental work. I actually sort of like them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree with that. That it's not like they're bad or anything. It's just not my particular thing. Okay, so we're going to be looking at Ponysphere featuring Secret Metal, Desperate Housewife. Okay, I remember when this song came out, and it was unironically just hysterical. So we're going to be, this is going to be a barrel. We back? Let me know in chat, because I got a notification that OBS was not transmitting anymore. Okay. Because it just lost connection there for a second. Cool. So we're going to be listening, or we're going to have to start over. Okay, we're going to be looking at a song by Ponysphere featuring Secret Metal, a song called Desperate Housewife. This is a barrel of laughs. All right, let's check it out.
What a day. Not today, babe. I'm too tired.
You what?
God, that's so much better than I remember it being. Like, I haven't listened to this in so long, but Jesus Christ, that was good. Go. Jeez, this, and the mix is so, it's just such a great song. It's just one of my favorites for sure. Old but gold for sure. Okay, the whole EP about horny princesses should be on still on Bandcamp IIRC. Drop that in stream text. I want a link to that. Yeah, that's my bad. So check out. I put it in the description the what's it called? The fucking link to the Bandcamp where this song came from. Check it out, and all that. It's in the description right now. I dig this fucking like kind of breakdown leading to the solo. Oh, it's just, this song is freaking perfect for sure. Most of the time. there was that one time I lost connection, but I mute my mic manually, and sometimes I forget to unmute it when I talk. But I don't want background noises for while the song is playing. Damn. Did you hear that? Did you hear that shit? Pay attention to the bass guitar. Yes. That's the good shit right there. Oh, it's so good. That shit is so great. There's not a single part of this song that I don't like. I love all of it. I think the vocals are really strong. The chorus is really neat. That kind of, I don't know how to describe the way he's performing these vocals. That is just, it's phenomenal. From start to finish, the whole song is fucking great. Really strong riffs and like, oh man, these licks are fucking phenomenal. And yes, I just love this song. This song is perfect. I wouldn't change a single thing about it. ShinZm music. Eclipse original instrumental pony metal old. Well, I'm old. So that must mean something, right? Oh, it's gonna be loud, huh? Yeah, let's check this out. Oh damn, this is old. This is like 2016 old. All right, we're gonna be checking out this song Eclipse, ShinZm or whatever.
There is
my play button was being a little weird. Okay. Jesus, it's loud. I'm gonna have to. $2016, old? Nah, I don't believe it. Dude, that's 5 years is like a million years in horse music years or whatever. I don't know. That's really cool. We went into okay. It starts out this kind of, really bouncy type of riff over here, and then we get into this like it drops into like 30 seconds triplet. Damn, this guitar track is so busy. It's just getting in there. Yes. I feel like 2014 was yesterday. Oh my God. No. I know. Okay. They had to get that thumbnail in there. I love it. God, these drums sound so fucking good. They are like skull cracking, punchy, like really great, dude. As far as instrumentals go, it's one of the better ones for sure. Like it was very progressive throughout. The solos were very technically like proficient and just oh yeah, it's very, very good. That was really, really incredible. I don't really know. I think I would have to say that this triplet part is my favorite one. That is incredible. And then we get into this kind of quasi breakdown thing. And then that leads into the solo. Oh, it's just good. This shit is great. Yeah, I liked this a lot. That was very good. I don't know if the mix... I don't know if the mix could have been any better. The drums were very good. The guitar tone was pretty fucking good. I don't know. It's just it was all around really, really fucking good. Okay, so we're going to be checking out a song by Lavender on SoundCloud. It's a little bit of a break from doing all YouTube videos, but we're going to be looking at this one. Oh wait, I want to not delete, but I want to remove the embeds on the ones we've already covered. Okay, so now we were looking at Lavender approached me on this Lavender. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. I'm gonna start the segment over again because I fucking suck. So we're gonna be checking out this song by Lavender called "Another Beginning." Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. That's kind of neat how it's all panned like it is. That you have some of the rhythm section is over in my left ear, and then I've got a lead in the right ear. That's pretty neat. I think it's just a little too busy. I think that there's too much going on. And so with how quiet and like chill the vibe is, I think that it's just getting a little too crowded in several places. And then there's that part where the drums just kind of drop out, but nothing else stops. So it's just the drums stopping. And yeah. This is good though. I like this. This is very simple. It's very, not rudimentary, so to speak, but it is good. it's hard to balance between being chill and being interesting. Sure, yeah, I can get that. And that I think is the problem that we're running into. I mean, it's mixed well. I mean, the instruments are, well, I would say that, but it's mixed well for the more simple parts where you have less going on. I think that it's shelved very well, where you have the drums are occupying a space, and then you have each instrument occupying their space, and it becomes very clear. But when we get into these areas where there's lots and lots of things going on, and you have stuff panned over here and over there, it becomes extremely busy, and yeah, it kind of betrays the chill vibe that it's trying to give. Yeah, I would say overall, it's not like bad or anything. It just seems like she didn't know what kind of instruments to use for certain things, and it was just like, let's go with all of them. And so it just seemed like there's a lot going on. And so, I mean, but yes, it is cute. I think it's very adorable, and I like it. And it's, it's not like bad or anything, but yeah, I think it gets a little too busy. And then I don't think that there's sounds festive to me. Yeah, I would agree with that. It sounds, yeah, it's good. It's okay. The Wild Side. We listened to a Crusader song about on this EP before. I'm pretty sure it's called Conventions. I'm pretty sure. So let's check out this. Let's check out this Wild Side. Or no, Gone, Solid Gone by Crusader. Let's check it out. My boy coming in with that uke.
As nice as a bed would be, this hammock has a charm. The red and orange sunrise might as well be my alarm. I'll stand up, stretch and yawn with one thing on my mind. To later take off to the skies and leave my worries behind. Guess I'll be up there working all throughout the day. Still there's no reason we can't have fun along the way. I may take my time, but you can always count on me. For now I'm gone, solid gone, to the skies where I'll be free. Here we go!
It's just so, that was very predictable, and it's satisfying to have that predictability with this song, the way it's unfolding right now. It's great.
The start to end, that's the life I lead. Good place, good friends, good music, what more do you need? I'm down for a party after the skies, kick back or just take a dive. These are the moments that make me laugh and say this is the life. I guess tomorrow we'll be working through the day. Still there's no reason we can't have fun along the way. It might take.
It's so simplistic. And yet so interesting. I just love it. There's not a shitload of things going on, but it has an evolution enough to just keep it very, very interesting. And I love that the uke is the main lead instrument, and then there's I don't know if y'all are listening on headphones or not, but that bass is just, it's very, very strong and very present, but also far enough behind to not overwhelm anything, and it complements the bass drum very, very well. It's so good.
Take some time, but you can always count on me. From now I'm gone, solid gone. I'll let the rhythm break me free. Here we go. There's always tomorrow. There will be so many storms, but they all have an end.
Still too happy for my sad being to accept. True. I'm over here like, what the fuck are you so happy about? Fuck off, man.
Whenever I fall down, it won't be long until the skies are calling me again.
Then again, Crusader's entire persona is just overwhelmingly wholesome at all times. It's great. And overwhelming sometimes, but yeah.
Alright now friends, thank you all for being here. The party's winding down and my curfew is near. Sleep well tonight, be sure to take care of yourselves. Right now I'm gone, but not for long. You'll be seeing more of me. I can't wait to see what tomorrow has in store for me. Oh, what a day, one that I'll never forget.
I like how the X strokes on the uke is punctuated by drums that are just kind of, it's just, that's a really good choice for sure. That was good. That was very good.
Don't trouble me with troubles, leave every regret. Tomorrow might have a surprise in store for us. For now I'm gone, we'll both be sleeping well tonight. I'm gone, solid gone, sweet dreams and good nights. Yeah.
I forgot completely that there was piano in this, but we're just gonna bring it back. That's good.
Sweet dreams and good nights.
Very good. I love Crusader songs. Crusader songs are overwhelmingly wholesome pretty much every time. And then I love the ukulele. You don't get a lot of that ukulele representation very often. And so it's very, very great. I say you, but I don't listen to this type of music very often. Crusader is such a strong vocalist and is really doing good things here lately. So it's it's only a matter of time before he makes it big and deletes all of his pony stuff. So, let's enjoy it while it's here, right? Because this shit is phenomenal. This is really, really good. All right, now, Magic Pink Horse. We're doing the thing. We're doing the totally legit thing. Now, is it a song or is it like a whole video? It's an episode.
Imagine glowing your sweaty, sweaty princess.
Okay. All right.
Imagine glowing your sweaty, sweaty princess. Imagine glowing princess. Glowing, glowing princess. Imagine glowing princess. Glowing, sweaty, sweaty princess. Glowing princess.
When did this come out? Wait. Hang on, I'm going.
Voice mod.
2 years ago? Damn. I can't believe. Yeah, that's wild. That was some funny shit though. Okay.
Princess. Glowing, glowing princess. Imagine glowing princess.
Alright, we're gonna do something a little different this time. Okay, so twice like what?
I guess I did miss out on DWK. Everybody's, yes, I missed it out.
So bitch, I fucking love you, let me suck that dick. It's your somebody anniversary, this party will be sick. Now it's only an idea, but I'll cry if you say it's gay. We gotta kick this shit off with a wicked ass play. Ass play? No, not that, I mean unless you wanna do it. I'm like down for anything, no homo, only as your student. Sorry, got off topic, but you gotta be in it. What? Starring in a play has been my dream for a minute. Slut. Tweez all, listen up guys, this play's gonna be so sexy. But the princess flings spaghetti like a bistro chef with epilepsy. Oodles and noodles are dropping out the royal pockets while she's screaming like an autistic are popping out their sockets. Despite being full of passion, this is worse than anyone imagined. She's gonna turn this historical play into a fucking tragedy. And even Twiley can't deny what's painfully plain. Sally's got lights on her ass, but they're all off in her brain. Celestia, we love you, but you're such a basic bitch.
Okay, you guys were right. This is a million trillion times better than I could. Yeah, this is so good.
The picture of regality, it's true, but girl, you're dumber than a sack of dicks. So the deadline's approaching, Twiggy's neurosis encroaching because of the subject she's loathing, just the idea of broaching, and she's all shit. I'm fuck, bro. I can't tell my teacher acting.
Wait. I just want to subscribe. I cannot believe. I don't know. Okay, I see what what's there. What the problem is. I see the
blows. On the other hand, if we
I see the ahegao or whatever the fuck, and that's probably like ha weebs, and I never, yeah, that's probably what happened. Okay.
blows. On the other hand, if we put her in the show, she'll look like fag when everyone knows. So I'm gonna make this quick. Just rack it up and admit. A 1,000-year-old bitch ain't gonna fold if you tell her acting shit. Even Apple boomers learn this lesson. How are you this fucking thing? But if I make her mad, I'll never get to suck that princess dick. Anyway, Twiggy figures they can fix her mentor's drama skills, but he is as perceptive as a kid who swallowed mama's pills. Acting like a stroke victim, cry begins eventually, thinking she's potentially developing dementia. We don't know the life cycle of an alicorn. It's possible the cause of all her recent failures is regressive loss of all her mental faculties. So try to help the princess briefly make this acting dream come true before her mind goes out complete. Celestia, we try to be patient, but girl, you're a tragedy. The onset of neurodegeneration is happening rapidly. But it's all
maybe I didn't want to say anything. Maybe I didn't want you guys to hear what I was talking about. But no, it's good. It's fun or whatever. I don't know. I could not imagine sitting around listening to this. I don't know how many times this kind of thing would be funny, but I like it. I mean, it is entertaining. I'm not like, talking shit or anything. But yeah, it's good. But like I said, we've been doing this for around an hour 20. I think I'm going to, it's not like a song per se, but it's a great skit. Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I mean, I understand what you're saying. But I have all the same criticisms that I have before about like the mix and whatever, but that's definitely not the purpose. The purpose of it is to make laughs, and they are rare for DWK. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, we've been doing for an hour and 20, so I think I'm going to break. and then I'm gonna be talking politics. So if you guys are not interested in doing any of that shit, then I appreciate you. We'll see you next week. We'll do more song reviews. Be sure to submit songs for us to listen to. I prefer smaller creators, people that we can boost, that we can either help make better music or get more of an audience to them. So 11:15, gotta go biking. That's some strange life choices you're making, but the best for you. Best of luck to you. So we appreciate y'all. I am going to go on standby screen for a little bit, and I will be right back. I'm going to come back, and we will do some politikias. Okay, we're fixing to discuss the politicals. The politicals. We have lots to cover. Over the last week, we've had quite a few things happen. For one, just recently, PragerU came out with a video about the death penalty. And of course, PragerU is dumb as fuck. So we're going to obviously have to make fun of him. That's just what we do around here, is make fun of dumb fucks. It's the whole purpose of this channel now. It used to be music, but now I like making fun of dumb fucks. It's just my thing. So we're going to look at this PragerU video. Let's go over to the slaughtering, or no, not this screen. We're going to this screen. We're going to be looking at this. Every murderer? Should every murderer be allowed to live? Unironically, yes. Oh my god, I just realized that when I chat, I said crap, so I figured it wouldn't appear on screen, but okay. Wow, I'm so dumb. I muted the wrong thing. Okay, so here's the thing, is that this is a feels-based thing, is that they don't really even give a shit. It's not that they they don't understand the data-driven. They don't understand the data-driven implications of what they're saying. Is that it has been proven that if we have the death penalty, this does not stop people from killing other people. This doesn't stop heinous crimes. In fact, deaths or the death penalty is just become like a thing, like a community thing where everybody gets together and it becomes like a luau.
There,
and so you notice this loaded language.
There's something grotesque, truly grotesque, about the idea that every murderer should be allowed to live.
And so it's gross. That's the whole argument so far, is it's gross and I don't like it. And if that's your only justification for anything at all ever, if your whole argument is it's gross, then that's not an argument.
Some, yes. If it's not first degree, not premeditated, no torture.
If it's not first degree or premeditated, yes, the standard emotional versus rational debate, for sure. This is 100% emotion. There's no, because they don't take into account any kind of empirical data whenever they make these claims. They just are in favor of the death penalty because the left says that they're against it. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
I don't think every murderer should be put to death. But the abolitionists think every murderer should be allowed to live no matter how many they slaughtered. Adolf Eichmann was the architect of the Holocaust. He was Hitler's...
Okay, so we're going to go right into the, what's it called? The Poe's Law, I think? Is Poe's Law the one? No, Poe's Law is the one where you don't know if it's a parody or not. I can't remember which one it is, but of course we're going to talk about the Hitlers.
Accountant, the guy overseeing...
Nazi comparison 30 seconds in, exactly.
The slaughter of the 6 million Jews in Europe. 6 million.
6 million Jews. Yeah, it's okay. I understand it's a lot and it's bad, but, you know.
Including...
Do you think that if we were, I mean, it's a thing that happened. It's not like killing this guy because 6 million are dead are going to bring them back. It's not like it's going to solve any problems that we have.
About 1.5 million children.
Killing the architect of the Holocaust is not going to bring the Jews back. It's not going to stop people from hating the Jews. Like when I say that, I mean it's not going to stop Nazis from espousing their beliefs that have that logical conclusion, and that should be the goal of justice is to prevent further bad things.
The Nazis considered Jewish children as worthy of death as adults. And Israel, which does not have the death penalty, never had it, executed Eichmann. I think it was the only, there might have been one other. It was the only person they ever executed. Even anti-capital punishment Israel thought, you know what? If you oversee the murder of millions of innocent people, you don't deserve to live.
I wonder if he would say the same thing about capitalism, which has overseen billions of deaths. I don't know. This argument is dog shit.
Of course, my challenge to Israel was, okay, so if you kill millions, you deserve to die. But if you only kill 2, then you don't?
True. Like, yes? What? What is this argument? Wait, less bad things are better than more bad things? Duh.
Why? Those 2 lives are less precious? The evil is less evil?
Yes. Yes.
For any given individual? It's a purely emotional.
Well, no shit. That's, I mean, duh.
A reaction on Israel's part. It was purely emotional. And by the way, there were people even then that said, oh no, Eichmann should live. And I never related to this. I've always said that there is a tremendous, a Grand Canyon-like chasm between those who think some murderers should die and those who think
Okay, well, wait, hold on. We're also doing a whole false equivalency here. I think the problem is there are no more people who can go on trial that kill millions of people systematically. Comparing even a serial killer to Nazi institutions is bad practice. Yeah, we're totally on the same page. I was coming to that conclusion that he may have been the architect of the Holocaust, but he didn't literally pull the trigger on 6 million people. And so the difference, and so there's a massive difference there.
every murderer should be allowed to live. It's almost like we don't even understand each other.
True.
Which may well be. We may not understand each other.
Okay, what a dumbass. Like I said, there's a whole Philosophy Tube video that's really good. Wait. Philosophy Tube Death Penal. Oh my god, I can't fucking type. Okay, this capital punishment and prison abolition. The whole prison abolition thing is
your opinion matters. We reward you for
about
it.
all that one.
Survey Junkie pays out over $1 million.
Oh my god. I'm gonna drop a link to this in my description because this is extremely, oh my god, this is extremely, what the fuck did I just do? Okay. Not what I wanted. Okay, we're back. So this Philosophy Tube video is very, very good. It's Philosophy Tube has a lot of like cringe takes sometimes, but she did really fucking good on this video, talking about how hijab, that's cool. Does he bob and weave though? I don't know. Yeah, check out this video. Extremely data driven, talking about how capital punishments is not a what's it called? It doesn't stop people from committing those crimes. That people see it like whenever the punishment is worse than So when the punishment is worse or is disproportionate, then you end up having people less likely to be convicted of that crime. And so whenever you have murders, if the answer is to kill that person, then you're less likely to secure a conviction, because some people might think that, yeah, they murdered the guy, but I don't know if they deserve to be killed for it, and stuff like that. It's just, it doesn't do what the righties purport it to do. Oh yeah, I was going to drop that into the description. Okay, so Philosophy Tube's videos in the description now. Okay, so yes, the death penalty idea, it just doesn't work. On an emotional level, on an intuitive level, you would think that it would work just fine, but it doesn't. It's one of those things that just doesn't work intuitively, where it doesn't prevent people from committing crimes. So we're going to look at this hijab thing. Oh, let me. Okay. Where is this article? Okay, let's look at this. So, here's the thing. I am not going to sit here and tell you that I know anything about France. I know very little about France in general, but the problem that we're having in France is that France is an ally of the U.S., and they seem to have this idea that the Christian Bronze Age myth is better than the Islamic Bronze Age myth. I don't hold either of these religions to be any better than the other. I really don't. And so there's this whole thing where they're worried about the subjugation of women. And it's really strange to me that they say that, well, Islam makes people subject or look at women in an inferior way, where they say that women are inferior because of the way that women's rights work in places like Saudi Arabia. And the problem with this is that Muslims that come to Western countries like France and the US tend to assimilate, because if it were true that Islam was the problem, was the issue that they were having, then we would have the same actions going on in other parts of the world. So, like in Iraq and Iran and shit like that, we have, terrorist attacks and the extreme oppression of women and all this other shit. But then when they come here, they just kind of assimilate. We don't have Muslim terrorist attacks in the U.S. like it is presented in the rest of the world. And in fact, whenever you're talking about terror attacks, the Muslim extremists are like blasted in the news. And we see a lot of that, and everybody wants to talk about that. But when it comes to white nationalist extremism, suddenly we have all kinds of excuses. Oh, well, they had a really tough upbringing, and we need to really analyze the systems of our lives in order to understand the reasons why they would make these choices and all this other shit. It never comes down to, that person was a white nationalist. That's why they did the things that they did. We need to figure out something to combat white nationalism. So it's just, that's strange to me. But this ban on the hijab for minors is, if you're under the age of 18, you can't wear, I think it's a hijab. They call it a burkini or something like that, where it's like a swimsuit that covers the whole body. Adults can't go on school field trips if they're going to wear a hijab or like a veil or whatever the fuck. And I believe there is somewhere in there where they said that it was they basically said that it was against Islam in general, like outright. And I want to say they said that it's because it's like a cultural separatism type of thing. And it's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me that, like, the left will condemn what's happening to the Uyghurs, and we'll have all of this outrage about China and the Uyghurs and all this other shit. But then when a U.S. allied country is just like, yeah, fuck these Muslim pieces of shit, we're going to ban the hijab, and you're not going to be able to do any of this other shit, suddenly we're just like, well, you know, there is a lot of problems going on in France or whatever. I don't know. I'm looking for this specific article that I had read. Okay, so the French Senate has passed a measure that would ban anyone under the age of 18 from wearing a hijab in public. And I just think it's weird, the age of 18 from wearing the hijab in public. You can fuck 15-year-olds legally in France. I'm pretty sure. Age of consent, France. Yeah, 15. French MPs have voted back to a new law that would set the age of consent at 15. So you can fuck 15-year-olds. So they have enough agency, according to the state, they have enough agency to determine whether or not they can have sex, but they don't have enough agency to determine whether or not they can wear a hijab. And I don't know, that's just weird to me. There's a 3-year period where you can be fucked, but you can't wear the hijab. So this excuse that they say, where they are saying that it's this, we're worried about the inferiority, or like the inferioritizing or the infantilizing of women, it just doesn't fly to me. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, Islamophobia was a word that I avoided using for the longest time. Because I just hate religion in general. But whenever we have this kind of shit going on, this is not okay. This is very bad. And I'm sure that lots of people, Muslims especially, social media reacts to hijab ban France. That's the bill, or this is the article I read, where, yeah, amid France's ongoing crackdown on alleged Islamist separatism in the country, I want to say France has like 7% about the death penalty. I would argue for it, but huge, but only if there was a way to tell that an extremely violent person is unable to be cured / rehabilitated. The thing is that you have to lend some kind of charitability one way or the other. So you can't know that a person is rehabilitated. So you can't also know that the person can't be rehabilitated. So you have to lend charitability in either direction. Either you think that the problem is, of course, I don't think there is a way currently. It's a topic of research, and I think for that reason there may be even a point to keeping serial killers alive rather than dead. The problem with the death penalty is that in the majority of cases, obviously, no. The problem with the death penalty is that if you're in favor of the death penalty, then you are saying that the criminal justice system is so good and so just that you're willing to put your life on it, that you are willing to bet your life, because there have been innocent people killed by the state because of the death penalty. And so since we can't know 100% of the time, I don't think that there should be any punishments that can't be reversed. So if somebody has a life in prison sentence, I know it sucks that they can't get that time back, but if they are in prison for life and then it turns out that they are innocent, they can be released. And there is something at least we can do in order to pay them back for serving time for a crime that they didn't commit. But if you kill someone and then it turns out that they were innocent later, you're just like, well, that sucks. I guess he was innocent. And so, yeah, I don't have that much faith in our criminal justice system in order to bet my life on it, because there is always the distinct possibility that you could be accused of killing a person, and then you are thrown in jail, and then you are killed for it when you didn't commit the crime. And I would much rather a world where I could be released from prison and at least have chance at life in general. And so, yeah, that's my thing. And so you have to, and that's where it comes from. And if you'll notice, conservatives are very comfortable with the way the criminal justice system works right now. They love how it disproportionately affects black people. They love how it disproportionately kills black people. They love all of these things. They think that the criminal justice system as it is right now works just fine. I personally don't think so. So yeah, I'm against the death penalty for that reason. Okay, back to the hijabs thing. I'm gonna have to cut this out and put it all together now. We're moving on. So let's see here. This is it, if passed. And I think that it has been passed at this time, because I'm pretty sure that this article is like 2 weeks old. April 7th. No, it hasn't been. So it hasn't been passed yet, I think. But burkininis, or burkinis, or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying, oh, look at that. Age to consent. Yeah. So I think it's weird. It's definitely not this. All of the excuses that they're using just sounds like bullshit to me. Let women wear what they want is kind of my whole thing. Let people do whatever they fuck they want. Because I'm just thinking, if France ever came out and said, we don't think boys should wear yarmulkes. It's something about whatever. It promotes the infantilization of women or some shit like that. Boys can't wear the yarmulke. Then I'm pretty sure that we would all understand the problem there. We would all immediately know there's an issue here. So they're upset. I don't know. Like, cultures come together and mold together all the time. I never understood the issue with other cultures coming in, and then we update as we go along, and that we mold the melting pot and all that shit. This kind of feeds into the Tucker Carlson. Fuck. No, it wasn't. He didn't say great replacement. He said replacement. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, can I have a video, please? Oh, this is a video. I'm fucking dumb. Oh my God, I hate ads. Nope. I just wish I could skip this, but I guess I can't. Fuck. Jesus. Okay, come on. Come on.
Imagine if lying was your job.
Everywhere you look.
Oh my God, I just want the video. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. You know what? I wonder if I have it on my Twitter. Can't just go to my Twitter because, you know, people have not safe for work shit on there. Thanks, guys. I like too much shit. There it is. Okay. We're going back to this. Okay.
Because this is one of about 10 stories that I know you've covered where the government shows preference to people who have shown absolute contempt for our customs, our laws, our system itself.
Okay. Which is weird that he would say this because this includes Americans. There are Americans that are upset with the system itself. So the problem that he's having is that he says these things as if it doesn't also encompass Americans. And then he says that we're being replaced.
And they're being treated better than American citizens. Now, I know...
This is not demonstrated anywhere, by the way.
That the left and all the little gatekeepers on Twitter become literally hysterical if you use the term replacement.
I wonder why. I wonder why. That they become hysterical when you use the word replacement. I wonder if there was an entire movement of white nationalists talking about the great replacement that led to the death of a person in Charleston, or whatever the fuck, the Unite the Right rally. I wonder if that rhetoric has ever killed people.
If you suggest that the Democratic Party is trying to replace the current electorate, the voters now casting ballots, with new people, more obedient voters from the third world.
No. So this is not happening. No one is importing anyone. And this is the thing that they always say, that quote, mass immigration, it has always been and always will be a fucking buzzword. It is just fear-mongering. They just want people to be scared. This whole mass immigration shit is just, it's meaningless. There is no, like, people are not being brought in from, quote, the third world to vote in elections. This is not happening. Donald Trump said that this happened in 2016, and he put together a whole ass committee to find the 3 million illegal votes that took place from illegal immigrants in 2016. They put together a whole ass committee. They found nothing. Nothing. This has not been demonstrated, but they don't care. They're not on the side of facts.
World. But they become hysterical because that's what's happening, actually. Let's just say it. That's true.
Okay, let's just say it. It's true. Yes. So we're going to go full white nationalist on this one. Mask off. Thank you.
If this was happening...
I like this guy over here.
Happening in your...
I don't know. Those sounds just equal to me. Just like, I don't know about this one, Chief.
house, if you were in 6th grade, for example, and without telling you, your parents adopted a bunch of new siblings.
Of course. Okay. I feel like analogies are strictly used for people who are too stupid to understand the concepts being discussed. And so he's using this analogy, which just totally doesn't work, by the way, because none of these concepts have been demonstrated.
And gave them brand new bikes and let them stay up later and help them with their homework and gave them twice the allowance that they gave you.
This is not happening. There is, okay, if our social safety nets as they're working right now, illegal immigrants are not coming in and getting twice the benefits from those social safety nets. In fact, if I believe they're talking about illegal immigrants, or if they're even talking about regular immigrants, citizens get the benefits of what's it called, of social safety nets, and they need social security numbers in order to reap these benefits. And if we're talking about people that don't have social security numbers, that they're not citizens, that they just have a visa and they pay taxes in the form of income tax, then I just don't understand the problem.
You would say to your siblings, I think we're being replaced by kids that our parents love more.
Okay. Like I said, they're not being brought in to vote in these elections. No one has been able to determine this. But they don't care. They don't care when you say this.
And it would be kind of hard to argue against you because look at the evidence.
I have looked at the evidence, and it's not happening.
So this matters on a bunch of different levels, but on the most basic level, it's a voting rights question. In a democracy, one person equals one vote. If you change the population, you dilute the political power of the people who live there.
I wonder if they would be this mad about immigrants voting in elections, which they're not, by the way, but if when I say immigrants, I mean people who are not U.S. citizens voting in elections. But I wonder if they would be this upset about people voting in these people voting in elections if they consistently voted conservative. The problem is that if they were voting conservative, or if they were we're not voting Democrat, then we wouldn't have a problem. The thing is that like the majority of these immigrants, when you're talking about Mexicans and you're talking about people from like Saudi Arabia and shit like that, these people are extremely socially conservative. They are very Catholic and so on. They could be swept up and just embraced by the conservatives. The problem is the conservatives hate brown people. If the conservatives didn't hate brown people, they could do exactly what they're complaining about. All they have to do is drop racism and the Conservative Party would be extremely, extremely powerful. But they just can't drop the racism shit.
So every time they import a new voter, I become disenfranchised.
This is more loaded language, by the way. Whenever they say mass immigration or imported voter, this is not happening.
Franchised as a current voter. So I don't understand why we don't understand this. I mean, everyone wants to make a racial issue out of it. Ooh, the white replacement theory. No. This is a voting rights question.
Here's the problem. The reason why they're bringing race into it is because no one is complaining about an influx of Canadians at the north border. No one is complaining about that. They're worried about Mexicans coming over from Mexico. And so then they're worried about these Mexicans coming into the country, and they're like, no, it's fine if they come over here the right way. And so Biden says, okay, we're going to give them a legal pathway. And then suddenly they're against that. No, we can't make it legal for them to become citizens or whatever. That's just open borders. And it's just like, okay, if your issue was that it was illegal immigrants, making a pathway for them to be legal immigrants, if that still remains a problem, there is only one factor left, and it's that they are brown. That's literally the only issue left. Oh, and that they vote Democrat, apparently. And like I said, this all ties together. If they did not vote Democrat and they were white or whatever. Okay, so the conservatives have to drop racism. If they drop the racism bit, then they could import, so to speak, Mexican immigrants to vote in elections, and they would vote overwhelmingly conservative. And I'm pretty sure we saw that in the last election, that the Hispanic voters, I'm not even going to look it up. It doesn't matter to this point. But like I said, they would vote conservative if the conservatives did not routinely demonize them.
I have less political power because they're importing a brand new electorate. Why should I sit back and take that?
You have less voting power because other people exist. This whole argument boils down to, fuck, I hate living in a democracy. I wish that I could just stall all progress and everything could just stay exactly the way I want it to be. And I hate that people are progressing in thought and that our understanding of the world changes over time. I want everything to stay exactly the same. And I hate that I live in a democracy and that people make me have to introspect. That's what that boils down to.
The power that I have as an American guaranteed at birth is one man, one vote. And they're diluting it.
No, it's still one man, one vote. That's you're diluting it. What does that fucking mean? Still one person, one vote. One person, one vote. And bringing in more people, not bringing in, I'm going to stay away from his own language, okay? Because he's loading it on purpose. One vote If an immigrant comes to the United States and they become a U.S. citizen, they have the right to vote. If they come into another country and they are not a U.S. citizen, then they can't vote. You're not diluting anything. It's still one person, one vote. There's like, immigrants are like the most American thing ever, is allowing the big melting pot and all that shit. Like, I mean, think about all the shit that we enjoy comes from other cultures. So why, like, I'm sure that Tucker Carlson does not strictly and only eat fucking McDonald's every goddamn day. I'm sure that he has a taco every now and then. I'm sure that he has spaghetti. I'm sure that he eats, I don't know, what that lamb's leg where they shave off meat, that Greek shit. Like, all I'm saying is that, like, our culture is an amalgamation of so many different things. And so to say that you're diluting our voting power because immigrants are coming into the country, I'm just telling you, it boils down to they don't like brown people.
No, they're not allowed to do that. Why are we putting up with...
They hate living in a democracy, and they hate having to share a country with brown people. That's what this boils down to. Yeah. Tucker Carlson is an unfathomably stupid fucking person, and it boils my blood that he is one of the most popular political commentators on the airwaves right now. There are so many people that listen to him, and I see a lot of dumb fuck lefties like buy into his populist takes, and will just be like, yeah, he's against corporations, that's good. Like, and they're just, those people are stupid too. But what I'm getting at is that Tucker Carlson is insanely fucking stupid, and it blows my mind that people even allow him to speak. That he hasn't been chased off the air for being too stupid for TV is just amazing to me. Whew. Wow. Okay. Speaking of dumb fucks, that is a whole thing where I'm trying to relate this back. The whole replacement thing. I'm going back to the hijab thing. Okay. Cultural, they say, Islamist separatism in the country. They are worried about people coming into France and continuing to practice their religion. So it's the whole idea that, like, France is a, like, Christian country or something, and that if you come in with a different idea, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, I don't understand the problem here. If you are assimilating, if you're following the laws, if you're not hurting anyone, I just don't understand what the issue is. And I'm sure, I don't know, it's really fucking stupid. And this kind of conservative thought of being worried about other cultures is everywhere. So that's the point that I was trying to make with the Tucker Carlson video. So, anywho, let's move on to the next thing. Speaking of dumb fucks, fucking Mike from PA. Mike from PA is doing a thing. Oh, I fucking hate Mike from PA, dude. YouTube. Oh, look at that. Where is Mike from PA?
Good.
Shut up. There he is.
Check stolen.
All right. I have watched this video a few times. Mike from PA is an insufferable dumb fuck. He is the definition of terminally online. Mike from PA, I cannot believe has a voice. Yeah, the comment seems to not show up. What comment? About the death penalty. I don't know what comment that you're talking about. But anyway, so this video is really, really fucking funny for a couple of reasons.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, first of all, I'm not listening to her regular speed because he's horrible.
Fifth column. Bo is a famous lefty YouTuber with over 600,000 subscribers, known for his big unkept beard and his southern drawl. Bo has been growing in YouTube and becoming a larger and larger influence on how the left is perceived, both on this platform and in much of the discussions of leftism on the internet as a whole. Recently, I was disturbed to find out that he had a checkered history, and his past behavior in exploiting workers, vulnerable people, including female immigrants, young women, 19 years old, brought here to work for less than minimum wage, and he personally profited. Bo.
The comment before it, maybe because I used the word nationalist. I don't know why there's certain words in here that you can't use. I don't know why that is the way it is. It's really trash. I have to figure out a better comment section.
Has not shown any contrition whatsoever for these actions. And before we get started, this video is not as a whole. I'm making this video because I believe it's important that we on the left hold each other accountable, especially when we intend to cancel someone.
Okay, this is the funny part. Okay. So, Mike from PA is an insufferable dumb fuck, an absolute fucking moron. The definition of terminally online. One of these people that just, I'm pretty sure he figured out this thing and then he wanted to be the first one to run for it. He wanted all the clout. He doesn't actually give a fuck about any of these things. He just wanted this for the numbers, and he's getting them numbers. Look at that like to dislike. I'm just saying. So. So he says this, which is really fucking funny.
Good.
No.
For these actions. And before we get started, this video is not intended to cancel someone, to be a purity test, or do anything to damage the leftist community as a whole.
Okay. And it's really funny that he would say those three things because he is trying to do all of those three things. This is what's called hanging the lampshade. It's when you understand what your opposition is going to say. You understand that the criticisms that you're going to receive from saying these things. So you just go, yes, these are the things that I'm doing, but maybe not, or whatever. And he's covering it up. And so Bo the Fifth Column is a YouTuber that I watch pretty often. He's pretty much my go-to for all of my foreign policy takes. And so, like, this dude, he did a little bit of human trafficking, just a little bit. Did a little bit of that human trafficking back in the day. He was convicted of alien smuggling, but this video is 35 minutes long. I'm not going to watch the whole thing for like a fifth time, but I understand that what happened, that he was convicted of alien smuggling, but that was a lesser charge. He definitely should have been convicted of human trafficking because that's what Bo the Fifth Column did. Absolutely. Now, the thing is that this shit happened 14 years ago. And since then, Bo the Fifth Column did 41 months in prison, and then since then he has started a channel where he talks about leftist ideas and he is Southern drawl, and it's really fucking wonderful. Howdy there, internet people, it's Bo again. It's wonderful, right? He gets together charity organizations and donates supplies to homeless shelters, or he donates what's it called? He donates money and supplies and advice and all kinds of shit. He helps out organizations that are where women are trying to escape from homes where they're being domestically abused, or children fleeing from from abusive households, or in all of that shit, or kids that have their parents are in jail or something and they need a place to stay. He is a massive force for good. And so the problem that Mike from PA has, that Bo has never said, I was a human trafficker. He did say, there are people saying that I human trafficked, but I actually alien smuggled or whatever. And then he said something about Uzbekistan rescuing Jews or some shit like that. This shit is a lie. Like, Bo definitely 100% lied about the shit in his past. The thing is that I don't blame him, because dumb fucks like Mike from PA would be signal boosting that shit every single day. Like, if Bo of the Fifth Column ever came out and said, yep, did a little bit of human trafficking back in the day, I atoned for it, I did my time, we're moving past it. Now I'm doing charity work and I want to talk about leftist ideas on YouTube. then Mike from PA would be on there doing exactly what he's saying he's not. He would be trying to cancel him. This is literally a purity test, by the way. Mike is that fucking stupid that he's just gonna, this is not a purity test, and then turn around and just be like, we cannot allow, I don't know where the timestamp is, but he literally says the words, we cannot allow these type of people on the left.
Who exploited hundreds of women.
Wow, I think I just nailed it.
If people find out that one of the most prominent voices on the left was a human trafficker.
This is a purity test. You dumb fuck. This is literally the definition of purity testing. That, oh, your checkered past makes you unable to interact on the left, because there is no other purpose to this video other than that. And I understand why Bo would say, no, it was actually humans, it was actually alien smuggling rather than human trafficking, because, like I said, dumb fucks like him would never let him live it down. He would just, yeah. So he has to build up his prominence first. It's like, it's like second date conversations. That's how I will analogize this, is that whenever you go out with it on a date with someone, you don't open up with, yeah, I like to wear diapers and take shits in my pants. That's just the kind of thing that I like to do. They go, oh, well, okay then. Yeah. No, you get to know me as a person, and then we get into the nitty gritty of like, yes, back in the day I did a little bit of human trafficking, but as you can see, I've changed. As you can see, I am talking about leftist ideas. I'm no longer a military contractor. I am a overwhelming force for good. I donate to charities. And yeah, and there are lots of lefty dumb fucks who will say shit like, oh, so you're telling me if you do a bad thing, and then if you do enough good things, then it doesn't matter anymore? Yes. Yes, it doesn't matter anymore. There has to be a point where if the things that you're doing now are not the things that you're being criticized for, then it shouldn't matter anymore. And obviously it doesn't. This like to dislike is pretty fucking strong. I wonder what the comments say. I'm from the same area of the Gulf. Oh, of course. This is going to be the pinned tweet, or the pinned comment. And of course I'm in there. I'm saying, come talk to me, you dumb asshole. I'm from the same area of the Gulf Coast. Shameful shit, bro. Shameful shit. Yes. Because like there are people who won't care. And so I understand. Holy shit, this shit is so long. I think the good distinction between forgetting and forgiving. I think the good distinction is between forgetting and forgiving. I don't think that he's ever forgotten, and I'm not saying that we should forgive him or say that it's good or say that human trafficking is wonderful. Obviously, it's bad. And like you can go and watch this whole video, because he goes through every single detail of this entire case. And the things that Bo did are absolutely horrific, for sure. But there has to be a point where 14 years later, the shit that he's doing now outweighs this to where it's not even there's no point to bringing it up. Like there has to be a point where it just doesn't matter anymore, where we're just like, okay, whatever. We're obviously moving past that. It really doesn't matter anymore. Like 14 years later, we're going to bring this up and try to take, like, I do not buy the concept that he was not trying to cancel Bo or trying to whatever. Well, in my mind, forgiving is stopping to bring it up. In my mind, forgiving is stopping to bring it up. Okay, I don't think I would agree with that. Because, like I said, like there has to be a point where it's not okay to bring these things up anymore. There has to be a point. Like we were just talking about the death penalty and how we should always err on the side of reformation. And stupid emojis, I want my symbol emotes, of course. So there has to be a point where it doesn't matter anymore. This kind of shit is why the left is always infighting, because it literally doesn't matter anymore. What Bo did was terrible. It was awful, and everyone knows this now. But the thing is that, yes, I agree. I just word things bad. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not saying that we have to say that human trafficking is good, but there has to be a point where we look at the actions of a person today and we recognize that it is so far divorced from the person that they used to be. A beau of the fifth columns like literally doesn't even have any of the same atoms in his body anymore. I want to say how many years until total replacement of atoms in human. Every 7 to 10 years. According to researchers, the body replaces itself with a largely new set of cells every 7 to 10 years. So anyway, I'm just saying that, like, there has to be a point where I can say my past is not who I am today, and there is no point in bringing it up anymore. There has to be a point. And beau of the fifth column is obviously doing way, way better work and doing way better things than he was doing 14 years ago. Like, so yes, this kind of shit is so fucking stupid. I fucking hate this dude so much. Because this is now, whenever there's a whole point where Mike is saying this is who beau of the fifth column is, not who beau of the fifth column was, who he is. And it's just so stupid. That, like, this kind of thing where you are held to account for your entire life because you did a bad thing is a strictly terminally online leftist thing. That is the only place this ever happens. I swear, it's so fucking stupid. Okay. What else? I did music reviews. Okay. I guess the last thing that I kind of want to talk about is the Georgia election bill. Because I've been seeing a lot of stuff where people are saying that it's racist. And I recently said on Twitter that I don't know if it is. That I asked, can somebody explain to me why or how it's racist? Somebody gave me a Newsweek article, and it does a pretty good job of trying to explain why the writer believes that it's racist. And I read it and I thought about it, and I'm just not sure. It's stupid, but I'm not so sure. I think that it is bad form for lefties to call everything racist if it affects poor people. And I think that this mostly, the criticism that this has is it affects poor people, and because black people are disproportionately poor, so then it disproportionately affects black people. I think that this, I don't know. I don't know if I even want to come close to defending this bill, though, because the bill is so fucking stupid. But I also think that it's bad to call it racist all the time, because it's not. This is not like North Carolina. Oh my God, there's not gonna have the quote in there? Unbelievable.
Hendrick. At Hendrick.
Okay, so I'm sure we're all aware that the voter ID laws that we saw in North Carolina not too long ago were unbelievable, like explicitly racist. Like they not literally explicitly, but it targeted black people with, quote, surgical precision. I believe that Georgia isn't really the same in that respect. So it was that okay, let me start off with this fact. Georgia's new voting law is racist, and I'm not so sure about this assertion. This is literally an opinion piece, so I'm not really sure about that. But even worse, it allows elected officials to choose their voters, which means that democracy will be over entirely in the state if last week's bill is still law by next November. Republicans act like the new Georgia voting bill isn't racist just because the bill doesn't explicitly say we want fewer people of color to vote. And this was the problem in North Carolina. I just don't know if it's the same thing. And I don't know. I don't know. First off, SB 202, Georgia's new voter suppression law. And now look, voter suppression law, I would be fine with this. That's, I think, what it is. Like, in my opinion, having read the entire bill myself, it is definitely a voter suppression law, for sure. But then to scream about racism, I think takes away, or it gives the conservatives an excuse to just be like, the left calls everything racist. And you know, I don't know about this one. Especially in highly populated city centers, which clearly targets. That's the thing. Clearly targets. This second, the racist bill makes voting inconvenient and uncomfortable, especially in highly populated city centers, which clearly targets African American voters. I want to say that, like, if when they say black areas, are there places in Georgia? Are there places in, because I just want to agree, but I just don't see it. What I say, are there places in Georgia that are mostly black? Are there places in Georgia that are mostly black? According to the most recent American Community Survey, the black population in Georgia is 31% of the total population in Georgia. We broke down the most recent census data. We broke down this. Union City, Riverdale, College Park, Fort City. What is the blackest city? What is the blackest city in Georgia? Union City took number one of all Spartan, the largest. Okay. City centers, especially in highly populated city centers. What did they say? Union City. Oh my God. I don't have my chat up. I just realized. Hello, chat. Okay. Back to research. Union City. Population 74,000. Okay. And it is the most African American city in America. But 74,000 is pretty small. That's like really small. What about Riverdale? Oh my God. GA population 15,000. It's also very small. College Park. GA population. Also 15,000. I mean, it's just... What is the... Okay. Most populous city in Georgia. Atlanta. Augusta, Richmond County, Columbus. Union City, Riverdale, College Park, Fort Valley, East Point, Stone Mountain, Albany, Fairburn, Cordell, and Camilla. Are any of these the same ones? Albany is number 12. Albany. Okay. Because if it makes it, because it's a voter suppression law. Here's my problem. It's a voter suppression law. I am perfectly fine with this characterization, that it makes voting inconvenient and uncomfortable. The thing is that if it is the most inconvenient and uncomfortable in the most populated areas, then I just don't see how this is clearly targeting African Americans. If the most highly African American places in Georgia aren't even in the top 10. Albany appears to be the largest population with a high number of African Americans in it. I don't know. All I'm saying is that I just don't think that it's good to claim that everything's racist, because it is affecting more populous areas. But whenever you get into the highest population areas that have the largest African American population in these 10 places, and they're not even the top 10 most populous cities, and then this law is affecting the most populous areas, then I'm just not sold on this idea. The bill is stupid, but I'm just not sold on this racism thing. What else did people say? There was lots of people said. If you're looking for an also black people can't vote clause, you won't find it. What you will find is clause making it harder to vote via methods favored by POC/marginalized groups, early deadlines for absentee ballots, limited drop boxes, and difficult ID requirements. Now the thing is, this is something the Roman I said in my little quote, or in my little tweet thingy. The thing is, the ID requirements aren't difficult. Everyone has a social security number, and you can register to vote using your social security number. And so it can't be that. And then limited drop boxes. The drop boxes were a cool idea, but they existed in 2020 only. They became a 2020 thing, or they were implemented in 2022 for the COVID-19, and then they scaled them back. They should not have scaled them back, I don't think. That shit's fucking stupid. Is that they should have just kept them. But they're permanent now. There's just less of them. They cut them down by like 75%. Early deadlines for absentee ballots. That might be a thing. Racial breakdown, absentee ballots, Georgia 2020 election. Early voting statistics. Total voted by race and ethnicity. Non-Hispanic white was 56%. Non-Hispanic black was 27%. I wonder, racial breakdown, population, Georgia. According to the 2019 U.S. Census Bureau, Georgia's population was 57% white, 31.9% African American. So that's not true. You don't see a disproportionate number of black people voting via early vote or absentee ballot. Okay, so that's not true. What you will find are clauses making it harder to vote via. Okay, so I'm still not sold on this. I still don't think that it's racist. It's just stupid. There's a massive difference between something being racist and it just being stupid. And I just don't think that it's probably just bad form to call everything racist. Oh man. Well, fuck. And then Minty Root came in here and said some stuff, but I talked to Minty on Twitter. So yeah, I just this definitely seems like a stretch. Yeah, I'm kind of on the side of it being a stretch, in that it's probably not racist. Here is my. This is what I'm going to say. I believe that lefties looked at the bill and saw that there was voter IDs in it and got triggered by that. And they said, fuck voter IDs. Because North Carolina's voter ID laws, which surgically affected black people, like it was with surgical precision, according to the Supreme Court. And so anytime lefties see anything about voter IDs, then it's automatically bad because of that. The problem is that these voter IDs can be registered with your social security number or a utility bill. Everyone has a social security number. So all you have to do is you get a form, you fill it out, and you send it off, and you put your social security number on it. Then you get a voter ID back for free. Oklahoma's been doing this for decades, and it's actually really fucking cool. Like, I don't have to take my wallet or any fucking thing with me if I don't want to. I just go up there and I show them my voter ID, and then I vote. Like, it's super, super easy. And so whatever. And if you're voting via absentee ballot, you can use your driver's license or utility bill or your social security number to do early remote voting. So you don't have to be in person, and you don't have to spend any money on these IDs, because then they kept saying that, well, black people might not have the IDs that are required, but everyone does. Everyone has utility bills or a social security number. If you can vote, you have one of those two things for free. So, yeah, I'm just not buying it. I don't think that it's racist, and I think it's really stupid that everybody is saying it's racist. And then all of the conservatives are also fucking stupid, acting like this isn't active voter suppression, acting like this is not a harm to our democracy. I say our democracy like this isn't happening in Georgia. Georgia is a whole thing, like whatever. But yeah, and also real quick as an aside, the utility bills, social security numbers, and driver's license numbers being used for early voting replaces signature matching. And signature matching was incredibly fucking stupid. Like, the number of stories that I heard, I don't have any data on this is purely anecdotal, but the number of stories that I heard of people not being able to vote because their fucking signatures didn't match, or like their signature had changed over time, or whatever the fuck, like that shit was stupid. So to do away with that by using a number or a utility bill or whatever is just, it's better. Those things are good. Literally 2 things about this bill are good. The rest of it is fucking stupid. You can set up an unattended water jug for people standing in line, but you can't give them water within 25 feet of any polling line or 150 feet of a polling place. Like, that shit is so fucking stupid. It is absolutely with the direct and whatever it's called. It's them trying to make voting inconvenient and uncomfortable. 1,000,000%. But is it racist? I don't know. I'm not sold on this idea. I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think I am out of shit to talk about now. But anyway, this was fun. I hope I didn't fuck up these segments too much. I didn't really prepare for this. I thought, like, at the last second, I was like, You know what? I'm gonna start recording some segments today because I ran out of content last week on Tuesday. I didn't have enough segments to fill out the week. Also, fucking Trump supporter. The rest of that Trump supporter debate is going to be uploaded this week. That shit is really fucking entertaining. He gets way down into the weeds and just some conspiracy shit talking about the cabal. So that's really fucking weird. But yeah, I don't have anything to talk about unless there's some kind of current event that chat wants me to go over. Other than that, I think I'm gonna split. Maybe play some Fallout with the boy later. Okay. Well, if that's it, is good. The only problem is that you can't debate in the YouTube chat. True, but I do have a Discord. If you want to hop in the Discord channel that is down in the description right now, then we will, do the thing. And we can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. I'm willing to take on anybody, any time, any platform, any topic. I am always willing to learn and whatever. Whether or not I learn that you're a dumb fuck, or if I learn that you're smarter than me and I need to update my beliefs about something, I'm always willing to do that. So, anywho, I'm probably going to get off of here for now at least. So, message me anytime and we'll see what's going on. Bye. Wait. Have fun Fallout and keep an eye out for storminess today. Yes, I will. All right, love you guys. Bye.